Welcome to another exciting episode of the show.
What's up?
Hashtag the show 016 podcast. Hanging out with myself, Maphumolo. Valenjaka here.
Motloung from the 6.
What's good, bro?
Jaka.
With another one?
With another one.
Next to buy.
What's it?
It is the 12th of August. Can I say the 12th?
The 12th.
Yeah. Give it 12. Yeah, give it 12th of August. On a lovely Friday. It's a Friday. A lot of things were going on today. Not necessarily a lot of things, but which was the Imbizo in the But before we get into, just so you know, it's a segment that we execute on each and every show. This is episode number 7, hashtag the show 016 podcast. Yeah. So later on in the show, my boy, we're going to be discussing polyandry versus polygamy.
Yeah.
And then we're going to unbreak that, polyandry, polygamy.
Exciting topic.
Exciting? Yeah. Is it though?
Yeah, it is.
Now we're going to see because between the two parties, it's more fair.
Yeah, I think raise our opinions on, and then the messages in the comments.
Yeah. Please be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, the social saying it is the show at the show 016 podcast. We are on Twitter, Instagram, not Instagram and Facebook. Instagram. Check me out on the socials. I am LXX Maphumolo on Facebook. It is Maphumolo_X on Instagram. Am I? No, I'm not on Twitter yet. On the socials, boy?
On Twitter, dog, Motloung_ as well. And on Facebook, just search for Motloung, man. Get enough ahead, man. Don't talk.
So, my boy, Fandaku Mitala Imbizo.
Yeah.
And then you like Tamatams.
Hey, Mr. Price.
Yeah. So, Mr. Ramaphosa, on a leader, the Imbizo Netala NCD Bank earlier on today. So now, the president of South Africa led a district development model, shortly known as the DDM, Presidential Imbizo to Sidibeng district in Gauteng. So now, under the theme, Leave No One Behind, the Presidential Imbizo took place at Charville Cricket Pitch, where leaders from all spheres of government, namely national, provincial, and local government, interacted with residents on service delivery challenges, which communities have brought to government's attention, as well as the development of this district. This is courtesy of www.gov.za. So now, amongst discussing was Vaal River City, of which has been, but discussing electricity too. Why Kabata so the power to just starting, and obviously unemployment. Lastly, service delivery. These were the things that they were discussed amongst the Jack. For now, what stood out was the fact that unemployment.
Yeah, which affect as the youth.
As the youth, not only as the youth, Mario. You also saw not 46 years. I employ so people to that not only Rona youth, but someone to the extent of 46 years old. And here's the thing: we don't know how this person has been unemployed for
how long. Yeah.
I got to live 46 years.
Sure.
How long 46 years?
Yeah.
What also stood out for me, imagination, and I also felt like disappointed because we had a chance. But we had a chance. A lot of things were mentioned. Things like what but what we need is the way forward.
Yeah, the problem it's not like Mr. President the solution. Now what I expected was solution.
More than anything,
but the problem
they exist already.
We know. River City, they've been talking about it.
How about you have a city around the Vaal River?
They've been talking about it.
They've been saying, dog. Vaal River City project
if I'm not mistaken, dog, probably 2060,
2016.
around that.
Okay. So it's safe to say roughly around 6-7 years no.
Yeah.
Also the development nyana maybe to say
now I got like an idea. And then then again into the presidency.
Yeah.
It came up again.
Okay. To say
okay,
yeah.
Man, what did 2022 man?
And
Still no progress. So I now when Mr. President, I don't believe you.
You don't believe me?
I don't believe you.
And what happened, Chaka? This one made sense, ne? Electricity. You're not in sense because who look at the illegal connections of Bayano. I saw Sheba Budi squatter, Budi to say the transformer had one Mata, Elohim, get it all. They right then. They are overload.
Yeah.
And then it's like power cuts that we completely understand.
Sure.
Because I'm on and we extract energy from that still, whereas energy maybe say to supplier kasi 18 maybe say energy to supplier zone 18 fair zone 10 fair so zone 10 fair so now big room like big room like 4 and then and then either two overloading rather to transform in the Deval River City
electricity shop down understand and to and if you want to a point you're sharp or like to the bias on Dibimela but I'm at the solutions
and
there's problems we know.
Yeah.
And then how about like ever told about like this like illegal connections and
to buy sure.
Solution here has come about
yeah.
That particular solution alone because about accommodate and then Lorona offer about gas.
So but illegal the illegal connection because they also adding fuel to the fire.
I'm gonna illegal connection. What are they if some people are gas?
At all.
How
Yeah.
So can we consider about
Yeah.
Hence can make least what solutions are sharp. Or accommodate that. It really close the illegal connection.
How about a solution in Jack? I heard them mention was it hydrogen? I don't go to the hydrogen or hydra something.
Sure.
But it has to do with it being an alternative source of power.
Problem is, but work what we implement that.
Names
Because how about work until the next 5 years? Can be interested in that.
Yeah. I believe these people just say things without having actual deadlines, plans to go forward.
That's the problem.
What stood out for me, the idea is one should be they disrupted the whole thing.
Now, I think can a feel a chance bubble.
You cannot talk all foreigners at once.
I feel like young people have a lot to say.
Yeah.
And they have a full chance.
A shitload. Yeah. It's evident.
Young people have new ideas, have solutions for some problems that we have. So I don't think anything's gonna work anytime soon.
Under this administration.
Under this government.
All government, And now happened to Mr. President. Apparently, Boitumelo Secondary School has been without electricity for over a year. That's what I read. I don't know the facts.
So now, because a couple of years back, by implementing it now, Spanish tablets and whatnot. So this is almost
not sure.
Most probably. I don't know.
Yeah,
Since I tour. Probably 2019, somewhere there. Yeah, since I tour, man. Mr. President, thank you for the visit, even though it was not fruitful.
I don't think it was fruitful.
Yeah.
As you've mentioned, Happy, not a lot of youth were given the platform.
Sure.
In a sharp, but and then mostly they were given the platform, and then and then social workers also aren't getting paid, stuff like that.
Sure.
When it's not into constructive, even like service delivery, if it no, for them to even tell us what's going on. Come on, something like 5B. That's a ton load of money.
Municipality, I want to voice.
Closing that off, we're getting into announcements. I strongly believe, education might not necessarily be the key to success. My education,
it's very important.
It unlocks a lot of things.
Very important.
And it gets you places, it gets you to network with certain individuals. See, like into the buyer.
But you're not getting to a shop. Yeah. We need it.
With that being said, applications for 2023 UNISA debut. So now applications for the 2023 academic year have been opened for UNISA. Admissions to undergraduate qualifications, honors degrees, and postgraduate diplomas will be open from the 1st of September 2022 until the 14th of October 2022. Furthermore, applications for admissions to master's degrees and doctoral qualifications for 2023 academic year will be open from the 11th of September to the 14th of November. So be sure to check them out and let's sharpen our pencils.
Go back to school. Yeah, go back to school. To the shop.
So, and it's first or get a person.
Yeah, and it's first simple too. If I can fill out, but apply for registers and then register together. Go fun. Yeah, go fun.
Okay. And lastly, in closing, on a lighter note, it is World Elephant Day.
Yeah. Not cool. Not cool.
Oh, I relate. So, just a brief one on this. World Elephant Day was created back in 2011 by two Canadian filmmakers. So, Patricia Sims and Thailand's Elephant Reintroduction Foundation. It was first celebrated though on the 12th of August in 2022. World Elephant Day is observed on every year, 12th August every year to raise awareness on their plight, the need to protect them and the measure that can be taken to ensure their survival. Elephants are faced with an existential crisis from illegal ivory trade to increased conflict with humans over inhabitants. So now this is courtesy of www.financialexpress.com. Do we celebrate elephants? Last year, we're celebrating Beer Day and then World Elephants.
Yeah, what the problem is about like poaching.
Okay.
They kill them and then
for
the homes.
Okay.
Yeah, so we should protect elephants.
But only is necessary.
Yeah, because they're extinct.
OCB, this one. That you could fill up this room, bruv.
Yeah, what do they call these?
Yeah.
They
okay.
kill it.
Oh, very short in
that's very sad.
Yeah, on the spot.
Yeah. So instead of yeah.
Okay.
So we have to protect them. It's already raining.
Yeah, that is alien. It goes to show that people will do just about anything for finance.
The mood, dog.
Just about anything, dog. But I want to like somebody abelone that.
Hey man.
We told him on affair. How we feel unfair and
how we told abelone was
Muko. But That's the thing. As smart as they are to an elephant, then a deep sense of emotion. I can't preserve nature or I can't protect him to or else. Speaking of which, do you believe dinosaurs existed though?
Probably, I wouldn't know. With what's happening, no, the elephant, but we wouldn't know.
It's possible. It's fucking complex because now, if there were dinosaurs, dog, honestly, not humanity at that time. A lot of questions.
We wouldn't know. What if we don't know about Polyandry?
But I
just that it wasn't documented. It wasn't documented at those times.
The dinosaur.
Anything is possible.
Yeah, anything under the sun.
And the dog. Harshay, but also like dinosaur. When I did animals in detail, no. Dinary similarities, lots of which you could say, okay, familiar, the dinosaur, one shot. Just that, Hansali, you know.
Yeah. And I got to put this into open to the intersection. When I animal to buy,
when I need the jungle into deep blind.
Sure.
But how I never hold. Sure. How to open a little ink. So, what's in Jagoran to the fire? Now, guess how the Motari dinosaurs were here once.
It's hard to believe, dog.
Not guess how because I believe Lomona, Lofasi, dog. Now, how can I meet the fish? It's different.
Yeah. Downtown, look at that.
So, just a hard in fit.
Man, it's a whole different world than any man in fit.
Yeah.
I just wonder if they understand that, like, okay, it's got another body elephant, you know, shit. No go attack, no kappa, no pizza so.
Yeah, they are hot, but they are sense. Family protect.
Yeah.
How do I
say? Start already.
Dog.
Crashes you
like elephant. They in Malaysia,
dangerous. Yeah. Kuchum, it's not something you're supposed to mess with as much as it is sharp.
Yeah.
So, Kiona, just so you know, if we are going to, I guess we are celebrating it because we just mentioned it.
Yeah.
Kiona, just so you know, it is World Elephant Day and and lastly, if you gotta do what you gotta do, one thing happened for you to size UNISA is online. We're not endorsing them in any way whatsoever, but it's just to uplift ourselves and get that knowledge. I remember this other girl, she's doing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Would it be advisable I just follow to like get more knowledge? My response to that was as much as they how you being self-taught and but it's not necessarily for me. Unless I've read the textbook, understood it, and now I'm putting it into application. Because in most cases, we are putting things into application whereof we don't understand them. When I say it's a practical, it might not mean you don't necessarily know what you're doing. Like running a business. There's a lot of things.
Going back to school, dog, it's a good thing because whatever you're doing practically.
Lecture experience,
background experience, whatever field we back away.
Sure.
So I'm gonna go back to school, man.
So I'm killing.
Not necessarily to get a job or
because you can get like a qualification or get qualified rather. What's that to this part?
What's man that let's approach of it. I'm going to school to get a job. No, we approach it for we treat something wrong, but we're Spanish. In any other way.
And God willing, God not to last pan
now I want study panda on there.
Because
no Pilomboro Pilang Wobona no dog. Amana, getting a job, dog. I saw that's fucking difficult.
Indeed it is.
Because qualifications are sharp, but they're not working.
They're not working, bro.
So rather start your own thing or just shame or
whatever. Sure.
Not necessarily for a job.
Yeah. Alright. So actually that we had for you just a bit of advice.
Sure.
Or actually get our patient because you how do let's get a man sitting in Mulene once Bantwana and Laga Pamamon and
Sure.
And then to la Plegadi study star, Capabe Gilim Natia Hulu, but a posa ujik. Scava Usuk, posa ujik in field. It's Gelaxo and Jaka. Number one to Lopi, full stop. Done. So, Doc, tell me, that's our topic for today.
Sure.
Polyandry versus polygamy. It's a bit of the same thing,
sure.
If vice versa.
Sure.
I don't want to sound sexist.
Sure.
And I don't want to compare at the same time. But would you conform to being a second husband?
No.
Reasons be?
I wouldn't.
Why not?
I thought, nah. Okay, I'm not gonna say I'm cultural or my culture plays a role to who I am.
Yeah.
And
makes you cultural.
It plays
partially cultural.
You could say partially.
Okay.
It plays a little bit of a role.
I'm definitely.
When custom to come from culture.
Okay.
Not everything.
And it's also reality.
Yeah. Because it's similar to when I'm a Christian, you know, be a Christian. Nah,
that doesn't mean it doesn't open-minded though. And then you don't get anything that's outside.
Yeah, that's me. Now I keep saying it.
Okay.
Doesn't mean I don't read the Bible. Doesn't mean I don't believe in God. Don't classify me as a Christian.
You are a believer, so to say. Because you can be a believer.
We could put it that way.
And not
anyway, because I went in handing a culture. When I didn't sit down like from my cultural background, and then there's no way I'm gonna be a second husband or share a wife with someone else.
So now, here's the thing. Once also second husband, so kuna ungile bana wetu.
Dog. Yes.
Are we gonna take Vanessa high or
most probably
we're not going to Santa this?
No. It's not gonna work.
It's a tricky one, dog.
It's not gonna work. And I'm for Nanja.
And I'm never.
But when I watch polygamy, dog, people do it. Our president has more than one wife. Which is why I don't think I would cope.
You know what I think we should do? Let's unpack these definitions before we get into our discussion. So now we're discussing polygamy versus polyandry. So it's a two. First and foremost, polygamy is defined as the practice or custom of having more than one wife or husband at the same time. That's polygamy. And then polyandry, I believe, is strictly for the females. So now, polyandry is when a wife has more than one husband, not boyfriend,
husband.
Not makwapsi.
Get married.
Husband.
So
now you're gonna have to be there witnessing your wife take another. Speaking of which, I was watching this other show. It's Gogo something.
Sure.
It's on TV. So now this lady wants to take on a second husband. And I don't know how these things work. Door. So now, she has to get a second husband. Ne? Mutuai or spiritual something. Kim Twanda. But it so happens that Diana unfortunately Kim Twanda. So now she doesn't have to take another wife, but another husband. Yeah, because Kikim Sane, even though it's ma agasin Kim Sen Umu. So no family anke Munna Umu. Homeboy was puzzled. I would
leave, dog. I never do get your own thing. I
also don't see myself, dog. How are we gonna maneuver?
I never felt when it comes to like my woman, dog. Stop Osaka. You know, I got to say. As much as I believe Motloung, I just try to try out trying, but yeah, yeah, but when I like what I know is like Mazolo, Tupai, Zulus. But when I like certain families still on by Boitumelo are like dead. Hence, like former president, more than one wife.
And I be like Jay-Z.
Yeah, like family. Yeah, you do me that the royal family, the king and whatnot.
Yeah.
You can have more than one wife. I don't think I would cope.
That's too much competition.
It's too much, dog.
It's too much competition.
I'm gonna watch what's dog.
So, Asabali Tuga Bahasili. Have
more than one.
One wife. Would you though have more than one wife?
One wife? No, I wouldn't. Cannot you want to? I'm just cool, big Jack.
Why though, boy?
I mean, it's too much.
I'm asking for a friend.
I'm gonna imagine, dog. You have to take care of one wife.
If I stand on police,
not like where now. No, you have to take care of one wife. Yeah. You can do it.
Yes.
Double that amount. What you do on the left hand side, you do on the right. And it's going to be
so what I say, I want to add on to your point, ne? What's like stepping over. It's like how you say, Amolocha Matunya. Like, go on the most simplest example in Ghana. So at last for so in the box. So with that being said, what's going on with Jack? Glory. How about because you've done it already,
of course. And
you just have to triple your money.
Because they know.
They know. So now imagine the perks of having one wife and your money being tripled, maybe 4 times or 5 times. Whereas now each and everyone has to be catered for. A month you're gonna have to spend maybe $250,000. That's 250,000. A wife. I understand that, okay. It's gonna be 1,250,000.
Nah.
Plus personal expenses.
It will involve I
wish I had 250.
I don't. Like one about why complicated the whole phone Jack.
So can you come and Jack? I didn't see no matter yeah, Polyandry. It's been in the talks for quite some time.
Sure.
And then government the government has officially said no. I'm referring to an article that was released in the 3rd of August last week. It was released last week in 2022 behind for women, Polyandry in SA. No. I'm just going to read the facts why and then we're going to go through them. So now, in South Africa, men can carry several wives, but women are prohibited from having multiple husbands, as the Recognition of Customary Marriages Act recognizes polygamy but not polyandry. You understand? The white paper on marriages in South Africa, published by the Department of Home Affairs, concluded that legislation should not be amended to allow women to have multiple husbands. I know Spana, man.
I never lie. I don't basadi muna soba la bana wangata. Hey mona.
Okay, that I'm a jale sponsor.
Nana bu living arrangements so dula jang same roof.
Emu ke tshwara o tlo ba tlile o tlo ba tla tshaka.
Jale o tlo dula la OT.
It's not up for discussion because it's not something I do. So I don't know.
Yo, I don't know.
So by handing Jaga white paper, they handed that seal. So now amongst many others, the reason still by handing that in South Africa is that let me just see what they say. Polyandry has the potential to negatively affect the family structure. Polyandry has the potential to negatively affect the family structure. That is in Ayabo, but that they will to the mayor. Look how the family structure.
Oh, that's true.
As they say, yeah,
that's true. But just one of the reports you two girls. Just as fun.
So, I think this one stands out. There are going to be difficulties associated with proving paternity for children who will be born in a polyandrous relationship.
What's the fun?
I'm
not the fun. No, dog.
So happy last polyandry is contrary to traditional and religious practices. Yeah, I think polyandry is Western.
Yeah, because most religions wouldn't agree with it. Yeah,
this is just Western culture written all over it. Guys, as we've known for, and I'm not endorsing this, or I am not promoting it. Mare polygamy since
it's been from way back. It's been
from time Swaziland.
King Swati.
Not King Swati, the one before Father King Swati. Yeah, I forgot his name. He had a lot of kids then, 2 something, and I think 70 wives. Damn man. Lebo King Misuzu Lubona Kibana. I don't know if Stoko Sayana Sibisho. King Misuzu.
No.
Yeah. Wait, that's
well, Diamond on the side, and then royal family needed more from Salomon, so I don't know.
So here's the thing. Here's the question, brother. But what Banyala Kapabeta the Karakin, Makwaps,
Boma,
like meditated in Tabo.
No, the Banyala get married. Kocho, or if you're actually like the royal families,
everyone.
No, Mare, if polygamy,
polygamy,
you're gonna get married.
Polygamy, it's marriage.
You're gonna get married, yeah. It's official. You have 2 wives, or maybe more. Yeah, it's official. That's not quite paying.
I happy that it's a local champion. Hence, I said by the beginning of statements, like I do not want to sound sexist whatsoever because it's sensitive. It's very sensitive, and we are not undermining women whatsoever. More than that, we are just trying to, I think, find light because it is #Women's Month.
Sure.
Now celebrate our Women's Day. I hope you had a great one, and a fantastic one. Yeah. So I have a dream for children.
Sure.
Like we're feeling about compare or anything about kitty servants, or we respect you guys as queens, which you are. And we have nothing but love for you guys. So, I wonder how to reach for your number 2. That conversation, dog. How to break it down?
I've seen. I saw man. There was this thing in the TV. He had about 4 or 5 wives, I think. He wanted to add another one.
And that's
so
I'm gonna photo file.
I want some like the first wife I paid because Gavike let them agree.
Yes. And then the rest
The rest of the guy batla ka morao. So, oh dog, e ba mo man tswele one. Yo, e ba mo tsa twe. They even decided if they wanna decide they're gonna leave.
That's crazy.
We're gonna leave you. So I don't know where they're gonna feel it again. But now on my side, dog.
I'm still running, dog.
We're
still running, eh?
Yeah, we're still running.
Swag.
And that dog, I don't think I can't. I'm also not know, dog.
Yeah.
You can't be having 2-3 girlfriends at a guy.
It's too much.
It's stressful at all.
Also financially straining.
Now. Because relationship demand now.
Yeah.
So can also what we do dog.
And equally.
Dog. That's too much. So now for now.
Because in all honesty, dog, it's gonna lack on whichever side.
Yeah.
And then how's I and then we go, okay. Homeboy is out here.
Sure.
Homeboy is out here. Yeah.
I not dog. It's a no for me, guys.
So your advice would be to have one girlfriend, one wife, like Mutotum Cherishanchak, and then also feel like
yeah.
To have a companion and a life partner.
Sure.
In today's society, it so happens that, dog, you know how things are, man.
Sure.
I'll play the devil's advocate for now. Nah. Not necessarily where now. Where that you get lured. You understand? Into falling for another one.
It happens what's a temptation into the thing.
Yeah, I think it goes with temptation, yes. And lust.
If you know where you stand,
yeah.
I dog. They're not gonna lure you in easily.
Yeah.
One thought.
Sure.
Hello, to start a relationship you might get lured in taking a second wife. It's a good idea.
A wife, my G. I'm sorry to work on
people do crazy things.
People do weird shit out here, because what's up in reality, like a lot of things there are hard fit. Last night problem hot man muhi enteri tawati piana trenyana ne diamond le na la tutsa nthono makatsa are ntwana ke stetse dibomo hot man so ndo hona anta stetse dibomo go tshung emona limpopo yiting o dibitsitse dikasi wa bo ma rasti and then homebase ya ikasi obviously aga le kasi kutshong kasi ke home ground territory
with a madam
no ha ke kasi like tonya me understand le ha ya Limpopo o itse ba ile me
no
mtu ha o sletse di bomb probably as a kid or 2 or 3 or 4 kada
like different provinces
my G. You mentioned 3 if not 4 provinces. So emona we putsa le na le wena njaki ha ya kwa o ya kae
month end paycheck yake so tlamle dog
if I was to give advice to the youth also as a young parent is that we need to plan our lives.
Yeah, of course.
And with that being said, Planned Parenthood is not asubari.
You have to plan.
And what we're looking online night like the floor poke up the slip up to growing up.
It happens.
It happened. You must forgive yourself and we pick ourselves up and then
Sure.
believe it.
Sure.
rapele fela mara ntse re shebile hore re etsa jwang a se bobare ntja ka hore wena o batla bophelo ba hao it's 18 as much as so okay sure hona tshaka tsa bona tse lo no ma 4 mabo 4 up front 4 kids no seriously diverted from actually diverged from the marriage thing to inayabana you know kumshebisana come to and then kuri coming into to re be hand because in the long run everything backfires dog
sure
nana so kapa 50 ne large a month my expenses are going to be 4 ne you're going to have to find 4 side hustles this is just like coming from the top of my head. These aren't facts. Right? What I say. Kore kamile ba mentile. Jwang ka pa jwang.
Eni amona. Ba tshwana.
Jwang ka pa jwang. Kamile o tsa se mona o mentile ba ba sure. And I had a convo with a friend of mine earlier on today. Ntse go ba tsona ntse. Mona ya ngwana ntse jwang mona easy next step by you went that day. And then what he said to me was that Ndwana are sprinting, are racing, and we're not here to prove a point. And as much as we are reproduction beings, gotta go how.
One thing is it comes with responsibility.
Yeah, a shitload of responsibility.
With that being said, having a child, as much as we can say we're playing now, it's not planned.
Yeah.
It's a blessing.
And it also adds on to the fact that in a polyandrous relationship, there are going to be difficulty providing paternity.
Exactly.
So now I know if uli wanana and you have you are promiscuous. The sexual partner, multiple sexual partners, dog, and I am all and one. That's the saddest thing.
Hence, you went to one partner. It's complicated because I can't let know their heart.
So if you told her one partner, I'm just gonna play devil's advocate. So one partner, what you I'm to push up Polyandry what's that?
Once I found out,
but now here's the saddest thing, though. Feelings are involved.
But it wouldn't be the first time you had break if it. You're not the first person. It happens.
I remember dating someone, though. But good.
One thing, we expect it from anybody.
Anyone.
Perfect. No, people make mistakes.
There are mistakes and there is utterly disrespect.
Yeah.
I want a word for it.
Like
hooligan.
Yeah. I feel cheating. Even if it's the first time. I can't forgive that.
Yeah.
Because once you get a relationship, you commit. You expect the same response.
What you give, what you get.
So, of course, I don't want to learn. Ma, can you understand what she did? If it is, can you fall of it? Hey, you're a rubber boy.
I write you off.
You're a rubber boy. Cheat. When the trend, the cheat, everything.
This is the guy.
Oh, what about tomorrow? Can you get it and cheat?
No. Like, they actually.
No, dog. No, dog. Such a. There was this trend I saw.
Yeah?
No, like, mobile also. To post that snippets.
Yeah.
Maybe one. Snippets is it.
Okay.
And then post that shit. Shit, yeah.
Oh, the cheetah animal.
The animal.
Which is it always anyway.
No pun intended.
Pun intended. Pun intended.
Anyway, I don't.
Hey, when I'm actually putting it out.
I can't get idea.
I'm trying to put it out at the same time. Family Swiss umuntu usithande.
Yeah.
And from I think by doing so you extend the courtesy to your partner.
Sure.
Wabo mare ina yona yanto yawa munabi
I wouldn't survive. Rubber.
ndana baba wathi
Oh, nkahlanya yo.
whatsa utsibe
Yana bamkhulu mthuka. Kapolo dressa. We should get somebody
has more knowledge on this.
Yeah.
For me, dating scene, it's just never been practiced, dog. You cannot share the same bedroom knowingly, dog, with another man.
What? Oh,
Knowingly.
Oh.
Never.
I never thought.
Never. Whatever.
That's crazy.
So, but people have, what are these? The desire. Hona le motho mongwe a tlo jwetsang hore o ntshitetse ye le na le batla mo tlisa hore e jwa motho wa bona go ikenya ka eng ka wa bona o etsa sadly ke ntho tse le go ndetsa ha and motho ha etsa jwalo I believe or I think yena ba se inane
o khabatha
yena and o tla sentse a entse hape intercourse ba re ke spiritually so they say. You don't just get to interact sexually with someone and then take something from you. Pardon for being too spiritual, but that's just what's said. So for me, in closing, polyandry I'd never.
Yeah.
Polygamy. Polygamy is to be discussed, man. I mean, things change. If the most important thing is to get common ground.
Sure.
Once we get common ground and the our future and there's an understanding and there's enough money and we can live with each other and I don't see a problem.
Yeah,
with polygamy,
dog, it's been wobble. So if what about my culture and how old?
Yeah,
which
but here's the thing. I think I don't know. I think that women don't want to be underestimated, dog. Actually, that's a fact. They don't want to be underestimated. It risky that in polygamy because. If you can do it, as I mentioned, how it's done, as much as le polygamous your wife or your first wife, how about this will be my little secret? You think?
Nah. But that is hence but our culture, maybe certain beliefs.
She's bound to you.
Toujours ha ba etse fair le ena mtho o tlhalosetswa hore mona na ba spana so there's a possibility of mtho na ka tla second wife in some cases first wife ba o kgethe ba o jwetsa mona wena le mama you're gonna get married o tlola mnyana ba o jwetsa o mtho le mosadi wa you're gonna get married, and then second wife, third wife, in some cases.
Oh, good one. Yes, it's about this team.
In some cultures, in some beliefs. Yeah. So first wife, what about
nice,
nice man. Dog. Maybe when I live risky man. It's too complicated.
Yeah, it's too complicated because. Around having 3 women, one has a little one, spicy, very in a nutshell and in closing,
Sure.
I'm a one man woman. Well, in this case, it's vice versa. One woman man, yeah. Okay, guys, let's respect our partners and whatever's thrown to us, it's something that's very unusual.
Let's cut it off, man.
Yeah, current. And do as much time as you can. I think we've been saying it. Learn your person. So this is hashtag. Do you have anything in closing to say though?
Nah. I think I've said enough.
A bunch.
Yeah.
Check us out. Please like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. It is the Show 016 Podcast or 016 Podcast. Like, subscribe, comment, and do nice things, man. My name is Maphumolo, and a good one to you. Mata.
It's all love. It's all love. It's all love. Thank you for tuning in, and we out.
Polyandry. Yo, dog.